Imagine waking up each morning with an unshakable sense of calm, as if your inner peace were a mountain, unmoved by the winds of others' opinions, untouched by the storms of external chaos. This isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending you don't care. It's about cultivating such a profound connection to your core self that the noise of the world simply can't penetrate. Picture yourself walking through a crowded room where energy swirls around you, gossip, judgments, shifting moods, but you remain centered like the eye of a hurricane, undisturbed. This is the power of acting as if nothing affects you, not because you're cold or detached, but because you've anchored yourself in something deeper than fleeting reactions. The journey begins with a simple but radical shift, recognizing that most of what people say or do has nothing to do with you. When someone snaps at you, it's rarely about you. It's about their stress, their unmet needs, their unresolved pain. When you're left out of a conversation, it's not proof of your unworthiness, but a reflection of others' distractions or insecurities. This understanding isn't an excuse for poor behavior. It's a liberation from taking things personally. Try this. Next time you feel slighted, pause and ask yourself, if this weren't about me, what else could explain it? You'll often find a dozen more plausible reasons that have nothing to do with you. Now let's talk about the physical embodiment of this mindset. Your body is a mirror of your inner state, and small adjustments can create profound shifts. When you feel criticized, notice if your shoulders hunch or your breath tightens. Those are unconscious bids for protection. Instead, practice this. Straighten your spine, soften your jaw, and take 3 slow breaths. This signals to your nervous system, I am safe. I am grounded. Over time, this becomes your default posture, not rigid or defensive, but open and unshaken. You're not avoiding emotions. You're choosing not to be hijacked by them. Language is another powerful lever. The words you use internally shape your reality. Replace. Why does this always happen to me? With, this is a moment to practice my peace. Swap. They made me feel small with, I choose how I feel. This isn't toxic positivity, it's reclaiming agency. One of the most freeing realizations you'll ever have is that no one makes you feel anything. You allow it by giving their words or actions meaning. This doesn't mean you ignore hurtful behavior, but you stop handing over the keys to your emotional state. Let's address the fear that this practice might make you indifferent or disconnected. Quite the opposite. It creates space for authentic connection. When you're not constantly reacting, you can listen more deeply, love more freely, and engage more intentionally. Think of it like this. A lake with turbulent waves reflects nothing clearly, but a still lake mirrors the sky with perfect clarity. Your unshakable calm isn't a wall, it's a mirror that lets you see others and yourself without distortion. Now, the most transformative part, self-trust. At the root of being affected by others is a quiet fear that you won't handle things well. Build evidence to the contrary. Keep a journal of moments you navigated difficulty with grace. Recall times you thought you'd crumble but didn't. Each of these is proof that you're resilient. And with every challenge, you're writing a new story. No matter what comes, I can meet it. This isn't arrogance. It's the quiet confidence of someone who knows their own strength. Finally, practice detachment with love. You can care deeply without clinging. Wish people well without needing them to change. Hope for the best without attaching your peace to the outcome. This is the pinnacle of emotional freedom, participating fully in life while holding everything lightly. Some days you'll forget and react. That's okay. Gently guide yourself back, like training a puppy with patience. Over time, the space between stimulus and response widens, and in that space, you'll find your power. The Zen proverb says, "You are the sky. Everything else is just weather." Your essential self, your values, your worth, your peace is eternally intact beneath the passing clouds of circumstance. This journey isn't about controlling life's turbulence, but remembering you're the vast space that holds it all without being disturbed. Now, take 3 deep breaths. Feel your feet on the ground. Know that with each conscious choice to respond rather than react, you're not just practicing emotional resilience, you're coming home to your unshakable true self.